Hey everybody. So I was having a few conversations over the past day and a half around high performance, and I want to make this video because there's a lot of misconceptions about what it means to actually be a high performer. Well, first, a real high performer isn't someone who needs to listen to Eric Thomas in the morning to get them out of bed, or needs to get themselves all fired up and all motivated with energy, right? Nothing against Eric Thomas per se, but if you're dependent and you're relying on some sort of energetic experience to get you to be a high performer and get you to that state of high performance, well, it's going to wear off, I promise you. I've talked to a few people that say, oh yeah, well, most days I'm a high performer. Or, yeah, some days I'm like a high performer, but then there are those other days where I'm not. Well, let me just tell you this. A real high performer doesn't have those days where they don't feel like it. It's not to say you don't take days off, but a real high performer, that's who you are. It's part of you. It's in your DNA. It's built over time. You don't just one day wake up and say, oh, I'm going to be a high performer, and like magically you're that. But it is something that you make the decision about, and then you have to understand that a real high performer, that's their way of being. It's who you are. And it's a process. So that's my thoughts on what it means to actually be a high performer. Because again, there's a lot of misconceptions and a lot of people who are basically like addicts. You're like a drug addict, hoping and praying that, oh yeah, just one more YouTube video. Oh yeah, just one more motivational quote. Oh yeah, okay, got it. Now I'm ready. It's like, you're not different than a drug addict if that's how you're doing it. If you have to like razz yourself up. The right structure is better than the energy. So have the structure of being a high performer, build it into your life. Again, it takes time, but then you'll really be a high performer and it doesn't wear off.